Morning, artist in recovery, aka Daryl. Yeah, West Coaster out here. We were Genesee, Roseman, California. It's 4:33 in the morning. Open air log. It's February 1st, 2024. I gotta get my glasses clean. I got too much crap all over them. All right. I did say it's the February 1st, didn't I? I survived the birthday month of January, and I know I was going to have problems concerning about this particular month. No, my channel is called The Diary of the Graver Named John Weaver, which is me. And if I happen to talk about certain topics, unlike some of the topics you've been touching on, I'm getting more and more monitored, not by Google, but by other professionals, by human beings. Not just fans, but in the service sectors, shall we say. They're trying to see whether or not if I've actually gone over the edge or not. You talk about the topics of getting flagged by Google. Yeah, well, so we crossed a little topic on that one there. Remember when we had the nice, lovely biological nightmare that we called the COVID? And we had to wear all these nice, lovely masks. And in the initial stages, we're trying to talk about how people were trying to deal with it or not deal with it and trying to be, you know, either controversial or not controversial about it. And really it being, well, I tried to do something of a satirical situation. And unfortunately, at the time, the algorithms that they've got going on, not to mention human beings, it didn't have a sense of humor. Yeah. So about a week or two, I did get lit up and I got kicked off. So I had to cool my jets when it came down for certain comments. I wanted to really rip into those who didn't see this biological nightmare as a nightmare, but as a political tool or something else, something laughable. I suppose they didn't understand that. What was it, back in the early 1900s? We actually did have a biological nightmare kicking everybody else's butt during World War One. And I barely remembered hearing about that in my history classes back in college. I didn't realize a pandemic of the influenza was a major factor concerning about the World War One, making everybody miserable. I thought little or explosions or little tiny pieces of lead going into a human body would be the one. No, it was a biological nightmare giving people hell all over the world, and how they had to. Uh, if I'm trying to remember the information correctly on this one here, so forgive me if I'm just a little out of it this morning. Uh, People had to adapt with masks and outside um, arenas and other areas for functioning as in education and other kind of things they had to go through. Social distancing left and right. This was back in the early 1900s. A century later, we get a nightmare coming over here that changed our world and our economy a great deal. And yeah, we have, well, currently we've got wars happening right after the damn bug. But politically, it's a nightmare, and that's going to have to be another probably video in there somewhere. You're talking about the spiritual. I think I already covered about that one in some of my videos, so I'm not going to touch about that one there. Now, as for the Disneyland scare tactic, let's call it. probably hear the grim grinning ghost theme going through your head right now if you've seen too much of it. Regarding to that scene there, making all the hits on YouTube, and people are like, "Oh, gross! Let's see more of it," and then the algorithms are saying, "No, you don't. And if you keep showing this thing, we're going to do something to you." That's exactly what they're doing. So that's why you're getting nailed left and right on this one here, pal. Yeah, they're getting nuttier and nuttier, aren't they? Wherever they are. If you had seen my videos, please tell me you've seen some of my videos concerning about what I've been going through these days. This is the reason why sometimes I have to limit my content in the video as well. These because it was interesting, it was nice, and it was terrifying as hell having that bam, 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 sheriff's department. I had to tell them what these guys. I had to tell these guys what was going on. They were trying to do a health and welfare check to see whether or not if I'm actually thinking of maybe joining the happy haunts, shall we say? And even I was a bit rattled off that I had to send off an apology letter both to my, you know, both to YouTube at that point, but mostly to the therapist and the primary care physician to let them know, hey, look, I'm not planning on doing the happy haunt here. They're worried that I'm going to be going nuts here, dude. You're worried about the supernatural. I'm worried about joining them. And that's the thing. The algorithms, not to mention the human nature, is still looking to see whether or not if I'm actually going to be increasing that talk, increasing that chatter. And I'm going to talk about it and describe about it because I said this is how my channel works. I talk about death. I talk about grieving. I talk about mourning. I talk about surviving. Waking up in the morning, and if you're not triggered, it's a good day. But if you are triggered and using the trigger words, then maybe the day's not so good. And I've also let them know, and they've got plenty enough warning in the notes right now, that February is one of them tough months I have to deal with. Despite the fact we got politics happening right now, I can blather up a storm on this one. These guys, I'm like, why am I giving these guys so much airtime on this one? Oh yeah, let's talk about how weird these guys are, and I will refer it back over to the independent, the theoretical independent media out there that we've got on social media, the guardians, so to speak. And they're going to be bracing up this issue, and they're going to be talking about it on their channels, and they're going to be laughing it up like crazy, and how these guys are looking and acting like weird as hell. I mean, I've got about a dozen of them, or almost half a dozen of them, locked in permanent. I can't get rid of them. But even if I did, sometimes I have to listen to them because they might be talking about something else. One particular group will talk about what's happening with the Trump and his ilk. And the other ones will be talking about the other schmucks that are the bottom feeders up at Yin Yang and laughing and joking about their asses at this point over here. So yeah, I'm getting a constant feeding of this crap. It's worse than watching The Matrix. You know, there's a. Oh, you've seen the movie Matrix, Keanu Reeves, first one, and they were showing about how the human body was turned into a damn battery and how it's fed nutrients by everybody else. That goop. I mean, you talk about gross out. Oh, we are just human batteries in this particular movie. That's about it. And the concept of it. It even grosses me out just thinking about the damn thing. Yeah, but that's the put that into our context right now here, Daryl. That's how we're getting stuff right now. Ground up everything else, force fed into us in intravenous tubes of sorts. the computer screen that you're watching through, the other screens that you're watching, including this. Think of it as the Matrix. Try this other one. I'm going to get a little off topic on this one here, and I know there's people watching my channel who are nearby. There have been suggestions if I'm going to get back to my own personal stuff over here. So steer clear about the politics. I'll talk about that one a little bit later, and about this month. But there was a suggestion about me getting home health. I've been tearing myself apart over this damn shit. There's no way in hell they're going to be able to get a home health nurse in here and maintained. Now, as far as I understand about home health, it comes out of your social or out of your money. Period. My brother, when he was taking care of my mother long ago, it was coming out of Mama's social. Well, David could be the primary caregiver, but he also be paid by the state, and he'd be getting part of his payment out of Ma. That's how they worked it out in the LA County. I don't know how Kern. They probably do the same damn thing. I'm thinking to myself, there's no way in hell I'm doing this shit. I'm still able. I'm still walking. I'm still breathing. I'm still maintaining my body barely, but for how long? I don't know. Are there other things I could do that needs human help? Probably. But I got a constant infestation of cockroaches all over this damn place. There's no way in hell they're going to be able to deal with this kind of crap. There's no way. Unless we get this damn thing handled. And there's no way they're going to get this damn thing handled in the whole place. The only other option is to move, but I ain't got any place to move to. So now we got a problem, don't we? If I'm going to get any help in this damn place, they're going to have to tolerate the damn cockroaches. They're probably reported to the Department of Health and Human Services, or even worse. And then the corporation running this particular outfit here is going to get the word, and then they'll probably drop kick my ass or something. I don't know. But the problem is with the cockroaches, they're all over that damn complex. We got about 6 buildings in this whole complex. I've showed this to you a few times. I've asked you to do the Google Maps, type out Rosamond, California. Rosamond. And you looked at the area, I hope. I've asked you to tighten up the shot, look right next to Edwards Air Force Base. There's a boundary line called United and Rosamond. And on the upper northwest quadrant of that area, of that crossway, you'll see the apartment complex. And you notice that there's about 6 buildings in there. The whole complex, not just one building, but the complex is inundated. It's been that way for years. The thing about cockroaches I've discovered a long time ago is they're adaptable. Whatever kind of formulations they keep using, it doesn't work all that much. The extreme bug bombing of the entire area is the only thing they've got to do. Right now, they're just doing band-aids all over the damn place, and it's still being ripped off left and right. So we got constant bleeding of these damn bastards. That's life. There's hardly any other place out there that'll take me and my dog. And she's already going nutty as it is. Some days she's actually able to be calm enough, but if she gets triggered enough, she's a holy terror running around over here like crazy. And I'm afraid opening up the door, and there she goes. She knows where home is, but with her brain's going crazy at this point with dementia. I'm worried. When's the day I'm going to lose her? And steering back to the topic I have concerning about my own channel. This is a month of February. All right. I hadn't talked about it enough, or if I had, I probably have forgotten about the damn thing. Got it buried in the wind files. Not clearly labeled as other people would want them to be. No, I just have to go through the wind files just to read the stuff. Or to listen to my melodraming. But this is a month that's hard as hell to deal with. I said it before, and I'll keep talking about it left and right. It may trigger the algorithms in the human being for this one. I'll probably think, oh, he's going crazy again. Let's go get the health and welfare check on him one more time. I can make a joke about this damn thing, but it's not even funny. So, February was the month that my mother died in. And it was a long process between the 1st and the 31st. Now, this time, right now, okay, my brother and I are getting up. About 10 years ago, 10 or 11 years ago. And we're so much hearing this going on with Mom. We didn't know she was doing a death growl. Dave was feeling weird chills in the place, right in our bedroom. Escort duty. Well, we're taking the dogs out for a short walk. Come back. And silence. He's automatically saying, John, call 911 now. Dave's on her. I mean, he's CPR certified at that point. He's just doing everything he can. Rescue breaths, pumping. Where's that damn ambulance? It's coming, it's coming. I gotta get the area cleaned out. Now keep this in mind, Daryl. Being a caregiver to our mother, it's challenging enough. Being family to her all of our lives, we're all down in a few last moments here. The last 5 years dealing in the apartment, we had to keep taking her over to the hospital. Or to the doctor's office mostly. One, she could get out of a bed into a wheelchair. We could put her into a car and take her over to the doctor's office. But when she became more and more invalid at this point, that option was no longer there anymore. Portable oxygen tanks stacking up all over that damn place, not to mention the main one in my damn bedroom. Oh yeah, right by the power station in your house, the fuse box. Flip, flip, flip. What happens if there's a flip spark? Oh God! Right by the oxygen tanks. Boom! Would blow the whole damn complex up. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not kidding. You have enough oxygen in that damn place to blow the thing up once or twice over. But because we're dealing with that, get out of here, you little bastard. Schmuck. Anyway, I have to recount the story. I have to retell it ever so often on this one. It reminds me what the hell we went through. The last 2 or 3 years of her life, we had the fire department coming in with the rescue ambulance. I was taking her to the hospital because of one thing or another thing or another thing. And they were always pissed off at us because we didn't put her in a nursing home. I'm surprised we didn't get sued or anything. But they saw how we were trying to take care of things. We even had health and welfare check coming into the place. We had the sheriff's department doing a walkthrough. Not to mention county personnel checking on Ma and Dave. Did anybody check with me? No. Why? Because I'm not primary. I'm not on anyone's list. But I'm a live-in. So is he. Baby monitors come in handy, I'll tell you that much. Ma needed something. David heard he's leaping like crazy for an old fart, but he's pretty damn fast in his old age during those days. And he could hear the conversations happening between County and Ma on that one. And Ma was singing praises because she knew Dave and I were trying to take care of her the best that we can. I mean, we'd try to keep the kitchen cleaned up as much as we can, most of the time anyway. They came in an off time and really gave my brother grief on that one. And I was working over at Walmart during that day, so somebody had to pull in some income. But that day of days, yeah, I'm trying to get the place cleaned up. Every time we had them coming over, it had to be area enough for these guys to maneuver in. And I had to put the dogs back either in my bedroom or in the bathroom. And here comes the fire department. And they're rushing in. They're trying to save her ass. And David's tired as hell. He's getting asked questions left and right. He's being taken out. And they're fighting like crazy. I think it was about 15, 20 minutes, half an hour. I lost track of time. I didn't know what the hell was going on. All I know is I was taking out my tape recorder and trying to get my last thoughts what the hell was going on. Scared as hell, freaked out as hell. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Was this the last day for her? I mean, she did a death growl. We never heard a death growl before. I'd never seen it. My brother should have seen it. Shouldn't he have seen it? We'd never seen it before. And then they get her stabilized and throw her in a damn ambulance and get her out of there. Dave and I are cleaning up a little bit. Try to keep the dogs all right in there. Get our go bags, threw them in the car, and got the hell out of there. Stash them back and roll over to the ambulance, to the hospital. We get over there, park it. Go bags had to be searched. Yeah, the hospital still maintains a security presence in the front where their security guards are going through your stuff left and right. We had already tell the security guard and past the checkpoint into the ER checkpoint. We're telling them what's going on. And they fought like hell in there to keep her stabilized. And when they did, they said for one, we both came. No, we're supposed to be doing one at a time. That's what they said. But we were coming in. She was already in one of the air rooms stabilized, but she's got a tube in her throat. She's got an airway going on. They're going to keep her. They're going to try stabilizing her. And eventually they put her in critical care unit, about one second floor, about a second level above. My bed in that place that a few nurses actually recognized her. We had people in there that we met in our travels that worked in that place. And they were asking how we were doing. Yeah, we went to the meetings like crazy. And these, every single day we're checking up on Mom, see how she's doing, checking with the doctor, see how she's doing. Going to the meetings and almost practically shaking apart the damn chairs. No, I was doing that one. Just sitting in it, and I'm getting my shaker going on. Oh my God, I was just fear, anger, mostly fear of losing Ma, angry that we're going to be losing Ma. How the hell is that supposed to be able to do? What is God doing at this point? Where's my higher power? Where's my faith in my higher power? I think I lost it then on that day. If there was something biblical concerning about the situation in here, concerning about some kind of lesson I should have learned, I wasn't learning the damn thing. I was just too preoccupied with my own damn thoughts, feelings, and not feeling the cosmic essence. No, I'm losing my mother, damn it. I'm angry, I'm pissed, I'm scared, I'm terrified, I can't sleep. It started my insomnia. Really bad. Oh, yeah. I think it was that time that I actually started learning how to take naps, screw to 6 to 8 hours, because you don't know what the hell's going on. But I also was getting into that kind of stage when I was taking care of Ma with Dave. That about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, if I wasn't going to work, I was feeding her food. Or maybe around 11 or 12 o'clock, I didn't realize it. You know what she liked sometimes? Just a simple bowl of pomelos cut up. You know, you got those grapefruit knives out there that I was introduced to. Curved so they can go right into the fruit when you're sawing it up. You got to get the membrane around it, and then you got to go for the sections that they have. Of course, first off, before you do the thing, you got your fruit, and then you got to get it cut in half, and then you see the sections in the fruit. So you take the grapefruit knife and you start cutting off the membrane inside of it first, the surrounding area of it. Ma taught me this. She taught me how to eat a grapefruit this way. And then the chunks that you see in there with the membranes, now you got to get them separated. So now you use that curved blade to just kind of get in there and kind of saw it up. So now you got chunks of this stuff in here that you can actually dig out with a spoon. If they're sweet enough, you don't need any honey or sugar on it. But a pomelo, you don't need anything. They're naturally sweet. Naturally sweet. Too damn expensive these days. Even a piece of them. $2 or $3 a pomelo. I hardly ever see them anymore. But they were the sweetest fruit. They were my mother's. They were my mother's. In the middle of the night, she would be wanting one. Okay, fine, Ma, I'll get you one. She'll eat about half, I'll eat the other half. Or else she'll have bacon and eggs. Okay, 2 to 4 pieces of bacon at this point over here, toast getting ready in a toaster oven, and here comes the eggs. Get the bacon grease going at that point over there. Sometimes I cook the eggs in it. In one particular frying pan, the other frying pan. It's wonderful having a gas stove during those days, I'll tell you. All the burners working. I mean, one small pan I could do the frying up the eggs, and then a larger pan I've got about pieces of bacon frying in there, and on the island right next to it I've got toast being cooked. So here's the plate ready to rock and roll. Boom, boom, boom. 10, 15 minutes later, I feel like I'm in Denny's. It wasn't like that. Not in February. Dave and I didn't know what the hell we were going to be doing at that point. We kept talking about things of it, but we really couldn't. I'm sorry, this is going to be a long ass video on this one. So, part two.